We just got scolded by Mrs. Agnes. She was furious at us for snooping and sneaking around here. We snatched her keys, and we made off with some decorative loot from the Hogwarts Cathedral. Now we have to return to Professor Fig. So we're gonna be doing that. Be making our way around here. Hope everybody's been doing all right. Everybody's doing just fine. There's aluminum powder raining from the sky in New York. So I'd say everything's going just fine over here. Things going just great. Randall's Island packed with immigrants. It's going just fine. Can't say everything's going bad. Wow, look at this place, man. The detail they put in to the construction, marvelous. Makes me wonder how they got all these bricks over here. Am I right? Completely.
Now I have all my gobstones back. I'm ready.
My gobstones. All Zenobia Noak. All she does, just talk about her gobstones, gobstones, gobstones. She's gonna get a stone right in her gob. Stone. Call that gabagool. Get some of that gabagool. Professor Fig, where are you? Let's begin our quest, sir. What are you doing in that back room over there? Should have a little thing on the handle of your door, sir. Be off in the back room with Mr. Nigelius Black.
Serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Yeah,
Sir,
go do something.
I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Yeah, let's see what he's got
What?
to say about it.
That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Dead. Who is George? And how did he die? What are you talking about?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day.
Yeah, you should
But
watch
you'll
me in
want to
those
pay attention in
crossbones
herbology
matches.
and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh,
I look
and
forward
don't
to it
neglect
too.
your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Just a word of advice, I wouldn't be hanging out with Professor Nigelius Black in this back room all the time. Students think something's going on, dude. Two very questionable names we got floating around together. Let's see, we got
It's time
some
to prove
owl
your
mail.
dueling metal and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Wow, Lucan.
Meet
I
me
mean-
in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Okay, so they do call it Hogwarts Castle, which is appropriate. Yep, we do know that. Nah, we're not going to where she is right now. Who's that down there? We gotta go. World map. This is the world map. Most of the map is covered by fog, limiting what you can see. Hamlets are small communities throughout the world. This is the hamlet, Lower Hogsfield. Hamlets provide new opportunities for vendors, flue flames, side quests, and collectibles. Alright. As you explore, you will remove fog and reveal more of the map, unveiling new opportunities like hamlets, dungeons, bandit camps, and many other locations.
Professor Fig and
Wonderful.
Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Oh my god. That's like when you have a job, they tell you never give them your cell phone number. It's like the same thing at Hogwarts, man. Like who give these people my private mailing address? These people are just spamming me with owl messages that read themselves. I have no choice. Like, how about no? How about I don't?
Lumos.
How about that? Catch me outside. Natty Olsen. Whatever her name is. We're never gonna find this quest. Never going to find that quest. It's not around here, man. It's like the most questionable thing, and it's driving me up the freaking wall. It's driving me mad. Because from here, it just looks like it's the roof. But I don't think that's the case. So we can go up again. But it's not here. It's not here. We know that.
Lumos.
Now, there was a moth. I want to try and bring this thing back. See if we have any luck. It's either the one upstairs or downstairs. That's just the fact. Now, is it this one? Yes. Alright. Which I thought we had gotten that one. But that's probably in my other playthrough. Alright. At least we got that. That's out of the way. But I tell you what. If I don't have a wire around my neck by the end of this video, I don't have that quest. You're gonna be finding me like that. So give it one quick look. Maybe go one floor higher. Because it was still
Galleons and a
showing.
historian's uniform. It was brilliant.
Can we go
solving
in here?
those old treasure maps.
It's not in here. Oh my god. This guy. Professor Ronen, how you doing, bro?
Professor, what did you mean when you said your education wasn't traditional?
I had bet myself a butterbeer you'd be back to ask about that. It seems I've earned myself a trip to the Three Broomsticks. My father insisted rather adamantly that fun had no place when it came to learning. I struggled with his rather Socratic method of teaching, made no progress with even the simplest spells until I made a game of it. As the process itself became a source of joy, I was able to better retain what I was being taught. I realized then how much fun was to be had in learning, and I decided to become a professor so that I may pass that joy along.
I, for one, am glad. I very much enjoy your class.
Delighted to hear. Now,
Hey, he's a
I
good
shall
teacher,
not
this
keep you
guy.
from your studies, nor
It's the
time
one
with your
teacher you'd
fellow
like to have
students,
in
both of which
school.
are invaluable to your education.
Makes games, makes up cool little events. You get to leave the classroom. He goes outside with you. You get to breathe the fresh prison yard air. Man, I don't know where you guys live, but over here, public schools in America, they literally, like, the whole scheme of them is like identical to the prisons in this country. There's these like weird colors that they choose that are from like the 60s, and the whole school will just be one half of the wall is one color and the other half is like a battleship gray or like library yellow. It's the strangest thing. It really is, man. What do they call that? Brutalist architecture? Yeah, it's actually extremely depressing sometimes. Then you taste the water. Like, you actually drink out of the water fountains. And it's like drinking out of a metal garbage pail. It's it's absolutely disgusting. And then I remember multiple times throughout my school year, multiple school years, that there was like scares going around, like don't drink the water. There was another story of like some dude getting lead poisoning at one of the high schools or something. It's absolutely unbelievable what goes on in this country. All the tax money that we pay, and this is the crap that we got to deal with. What is up with these floating quests, man? I hate it. I hate it. Why don't they put those things on the top? Where if it shows if they're up or down, drives one mad.
Revelio.
Making me crazy right now. Making me crazy. Unless that guy's just chilling in the locked room. Oh, can we levitate?
Levioso.
No, doesn't look like. No. Not happening. Alright, so what quest did we get here? Look at what we go from nothing to stacked up here. Where is the okay, Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Where is the Herbology class? So we're kind of close to it. We can track that. We can track it. What's that? Yeah, I mean, we know that. That thing is deep, deep, dark, scary. So let's go to the central hall. Make our way to the Herbology class. Mix and match. Some quests. Mix and match. Pick and scratch.
My friends and I like
That's what makes My back gets scratched. To and fro. Stop and go. That's what makes... my back get cracked. Wow, we never been here. Oh, crap.
Hello.
It's like overloading. Hello. How come everybody looks like they're 14 years old in the school? And my guy looks like he's like 26. Is that the difference between first and fifth year? I guess so. Greenhouses. Alright, somebody wants to touch me in there. We're gonna go this way. Let's see what we can do. Nope, of course. Level 1 lock. Why would you be allowed to do anything without lock picking or breaking into something in Hogwarts? It's just par for the course. Come to Hogwarts, learn how to pick locks and... oh my god, what's up with the frames here?
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here.
Oh,
You
man.
need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello.
Hello.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then,
I don't know what is up with
today
that
we will be
scene
acquainting
that it
ourselves
dropped
with
to
the
like 3
mellifluous tuber
FPS.
known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Tug that mandrake. Oh, we gotta hold it. We're smashing. We're mashing. She needs us to pull it. Don't mash it.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pack down the soil!
Oh, repot it. Repot it. Do something with it. I don't know what it wanted me to do there. Drag it into the pot.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
All right.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Yeah, who's that?
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The
Everett
second best
Clopton?
time is now.
Because this dude's talking about planting seeds. It looks like he's ready for some instruction.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Yeah, I nearly
I'll
went
say.
deaf.
Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
So,
Let's see how to balance my stars.
is that why she's got a hat on, an enormous hat with tons of hair covering her ears? Because she's getting blasted by Mandragora cries constantly as she teaches students, for whatever reason, the purpose of pulling them out of the pot to then only put them back in the pot.
Properties make it a vital ingredient in the